Hey YouTube, FrankieWuzHere here. A few things I'd like to cover before we begin. The value of materials I use in this guide do not include a markup. Markup being the price multiplier that's between 70 to 130% in the base game. As such, the profits that I've listed will be slightly higher or lower depending on your save. Whenever I use the term hour, I'm referring to in-game hours, and any mention of profit every hour is using 1 times crafting speed, which is reached at 55.55 armorsmithing. To find the profit every hour for your level, simply multiply the value by your crafting armor speed that's shown when you mouse over armorsmithing in your character stat page. Provided your area is lit and you're uninjured, you'll always craft at least the following qualities at these levels. Level 0 for prototype, level 20 for shoddy, level 40 for standard, level 60 for high, level 80 for specialist. On occasion when crafting, you'll make an armor piece that's one quality better. That's referred to as critically crafting. The chance to critically craft is 2% for every 1 level you have over a certain tier. For instance, if you were level 25 in armorsmithing, that would mean you have a 10% chance to craft standard quality. Assuming you don't get extremely unlucky with markups, refining materials is always profitable. In fact, chainmail sheet crafting gives you the highest consistent profit until level 40. However, it does require a ton of research, and therefore I don't recommend it. This is the formula I've created for how long it takes to craft an armor piece, provided it has coverage. For armor pieces without coverage, the formula is just 1.5 times the number of materials divided by your crafting speed. On the left, I've modded armored faceplates to have 100,000% coverage, which causes it to require 1,000 materials. Little side note, armored faceplates is the only craftable armor piece which requires less than 20% fabrics. For all other base armor pieces, you'll require 20% of the materials as fabrics. Don't worry though, they don't impact your crafting time. Just ignore the 3,899 hours on the right. The game just hates certain values and won't display them. Inside these 4 chests I have the information you've come here for. The best armor to craft for a profit for each station. I made some books to display the info if anyone wants to pause when I mouse over them. If you see a minus sign at the start of profit, it means that you lose money. And if it's at the end, it just means I decided to cut it off there instead of continuing to an extremely small fraction. Starting off with the least profitable station, the chain armor crafting bench. Blackened chain hive shirt is the best item to craft for this bench. It requires 2.5 sheets as well as 0.5 fabrics, totaling an input of 6,349 cats, and requiring an insane 19.5 hours to craft each. What that means is you can only turn a consistent profit once you get to 80 plus armorsmithing. And even then, the hourly profit is extremely small. Unless you happen to have a massive legion of hivers, which, why? You'll never need to craft these. Now for the third most profitable station, the leather armor crafting bench. Sun hats will give you the most profit every hour. They only require 0.7 leather and 0.14 fabrics. That's a total investment of 118.02 cats on average, and only taking 0.546 hours to craft. This means you'll be able to turn a profit once you start making standard quality or higher. However, I would advise against actually crafting these, as the next 2 ones are just way better. You guys probably saw this coming. Number 2 is the clothing bench, making bandanas. With the materials needed of only 0.4 fabrics, you're only investing 25.2 cats for each bandana you make, and with a crafting time of 0.312 hours, these things are incredibly easy to make profit with. In fact, bandanas are actually profitable from shoddy quality up, as a Scorchlander going from 1 to 20 armorsmithing only takes around 25.5 in-game hours. The most profitable station is the heavy armorsmithing, crafting heart protectors, requiring 0.75 armor plating and 0.15 fabrics, meaning your total investment is 387.45 cats, and taking a very short 0.975 hours to craft. Heart protectors make bank. Obviously at the lower levels, you'll lose money for crafting them, but once you get to 40 plus, you make the most profit per hour crafting heart protectors compared to every other armor piece in the game, and it's not even close. In terms of money making, I would suggest going from 1 to 40 making bandanas. Once you hit 40, make heart protectors all the way. If you're sitting there thinking, well that's all good, but how do I get some armor plating? How do I get fabrics without having to craft them myself? Go to Heft. Heft is without a doubt the best town, in my opinion, in the entire game. It has a general store right here that has a 12-hour restock time. I went ahead and modded it to have a 0.1 restock time, but what that just means is every 6 minutes of game time, it will restock, just to showcase you what the normal inventory looks like. Look at the amount of armor plating and fabrics they have for sale. Yeah, live here, if you need to get materials for armor smithing. It's a great town. Please, for the love of God, do not go to Squin. Squin sucks. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Thank you very much for watching the guide, and yeah, take it easy. See you later. Bye.